Want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Yo, welcome back to the podcast broadcast. We're live here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning on February 1st. Yo, let me see those yo's in the comments below. Yo, Manny, good morning. Good to see you. What's up, Mike? Beezy. Of course, we got the beautiful and talented Rico in studio.
Hey.
And then we have Kat as well.
Wow, you switched it
Kat.
up. That's fine.
That's so alpha. I know.
The Ocho.
We've been having a good time bullshitting off the air, and I couldn't wait to get this stream started. So we are here live. About minute 45, we'll go in for our live radio tease, but we have a lot to cover with Kat and Rico. And there was a debate on how you can be a bad cuddler, because Kat believes that people can cuddle poorly, which I thought that was the easiest thing to do out of everything.
It's a fact.
Yeah, a fact.
Not a belief, it's a fact.
And that's what we have to try to discover, what makes you a bad cuddler, so we know, so we can know if it's fact or not, and if we are in fact guilty of being a bad cuddler. I know post-coitus, I'm a terrible cuddler because I'm done.
Well, if you have to ask, yeah, so I have so many issues with that, but also if you have to ask if you're a bad cuddler, you are.
Well, I didn't ask.
You just did.
No, I know I'm great at cuddling. I'm
You
great at
just
everything
said
except for
you're-
execution.
He
Everything
finishes-
leading up to it. Yeah. No, I am a master of the foreplay. Master of it. In fact, I know I'll press all the buttons, go beep, 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 to get to that destination. And then when I'm there, that's when I crumble and fall apart. So,
that sucks.
I know.
That's honestly just, it's not good.
No, I get it, Kat. It's been...
He's like, I know.
Yes.
I suck.
It's been my strife that I've dealt with my entire adult life. But, at the same time, it's fun getting to that point.
It's
and I
not your
enjoy it.
strife, it's the other people's strife.
Well, I mean, it's their disappointment, but it's my strife. I'm the one that goes home and lives with it. They get over it and go find themselves somebody better.
That's true.
For a while there,
spitting mad facts.
For a while there, I was like a regular good luck Chuck. Like I would date a girl, and then that would end miserably, and then she'd go on to meet the person that, like, the man of her dreams, and then marry that person.
Damn, I should have dated you like 10 years ago.
Yeah, hold on a second. We're going. You still can. I'll talk to my girlfriend just to set you up so you're happier in life. Welcome back. It's the podcast broadcast. We are live on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page, so you can check us out. Kat and Rico have new webcam lights, so they have this nice little glow to them. And we have a lot of things that we're going to cover on the air and off. So if you want the full conversation, you can go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/beefvegan, or again on the Facebook. So coming up next, I have a lot to cover, but the big story that we're going to cover next is a new advertising campaign that Russia's doing that makes dying sexy.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll tell you more.
I am so interested.
You should be.
You got my attention.
Yes. So that's coming up next. You'll be able to see that video on the stream as well. We have Evanescence coming up after the latest from Greta Van Fleet. Here's Built by Nations on Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's the podcast broadcast. Let's go. Clear.
Death, but make it fashion.
Right. I should have, before I got in a relationship, I should have told you that when I knew you before, saying, hey, if you date me for a little bit and get disappointed by me a couple times, you'll find the man of your dreams right after. It's a good angle.
Yeah,
hey, girl, I know you have a bar right here, but let me lower it hard for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone tells me that, that's honestly a good line.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The next guy's going to be much better.
Yeah, I'm not.
Trust me.
I'm not the man for you.
Yes, but the guy after me will be only if we sleep together.
People do say that, though.
Yeah,
they're like, you don't want to date me.
Right.
Little old me.
Why me?
All right. So what goes, let's get back to this topic real quick, because you claim that there's such things as being a bad cuddler. So I need the Kat top 3 reasons why you suck at cuddling.
No, I don't suck.
No, not you in particular.
Oh, you
why,
as in the world?
Yes.
As a man.
How do we suck at cuddling?
If you're stinky.
Okay, smell.
Yes.
That's
if you're,
coming in
if
number
you're
3.
Sweaty.
Sweat coming in number 2.
And if you don't read the vibe, like if the person doesn't want like all of your limbs like all over them, then that's bad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Really?
you gotta read it. Yeah, you gotta like feel the energy.
Christina hates cuddling.
Yeah. Are you
Aw,
are
I love cuddling.
yeah, so how do you misread the vibes? Like, so putting hands everywhere, just kind of getting too explorative.
I mean, if you're like too like on, you know what I'm saying?
Or if you're like gnawing on a shoulder.
I don't know. The gnaw could be okay.
Yeah, Beezy says we just banged. We're both sweaty and stinky.
No, it could be
Pre-bang.
pre-cuddle.
Yeah, pre-bang.
Come on,
Pre-bang.
Beezy.
Yeah, that's true.
Pre-bang. But
So if you're smelling
It's an art
pre-bang,
yeah, I don't care if you're like smell like that's part of it, you know?
Some
Like,
girls like those pheromones.
oh, that's real. Hi, Powers.
Wish you were here
I
to
miss
cuddle
you.
us. Frank.
Aw.
Hi.
Anyway,
He's alive.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
okay.
People just need. I mean, whatever.
No, I like that.
Some people are amazing cuddlers.
I'm gonna write that up and put it across the ticker here. So the top 3 reasons why you suck at cuddling. Come in number 3, you smell. Come in number 2, you sweat, and number 1, you just don't read the room and you're too handsy. But you know,
Or you're not handsy enough. It really depends on how people like to cuddle.
that's what makes you complicated. You know, so it's like you don't know. You're going into it being like, oh, I can't be too handsy, and then next thing you know, you're being accused of not being handsy enough.
Gotta read the
There's
room. You
no
gotta read the room.
accusation. Reading the room is a skill that just needs to happen in life
That's
for
right.
people. It's true.
Yeah. A lot
Like
of
if a girl
people
has a
don't do it.
sunburn, you don't cuddle too hard.
Oh yeah.
You put some aloe on there. You put on some Enya music.
And
Just
yeah.
getting the vibe.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this, Kat. If you ever did one of those promotions or paid for a promotion to name like an animal, like a cockroach, after an ex, because it's that time of year, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and it's a tradition amongst zoos to do a promotion to name like cockroaches and critters after their exes. So it's a kind of a fun thing that always gets the media's attention locally as a little fun like buzz story saying, hey, do you hate your ex? Did he cheat on you? Name him after a snake. Yeah, that'll teach them.
I mean, okay. I think it's hilarious. It's a great way to raise money.
Okay.
But also the snake, like these animals are important for the ecosystem. You bring me on here, I'm going to talk about this.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Like,
Beep.
Such a hippie.
wow, it's not even being a hippie. It's just, you know,
Caring
educating.
about nature. You don't
Yeah.
watch Captain Planet?
No,
dude?
but seriously.
Okay.
Anyway, the cockroach, they can die, whatever. So that one's fine. But like,
They never
naming
do.
them,
They don't. Yeah.
what? Are you like offended? Are you a cockroach?
I'm part of the cockroach convention here in Phoenix every year. Thanks a lot.
Phoenix.
Yep,
It'd be in
Phoenix
Tucson.
Cockroach
It'd
Convention.
be in Florida, actually.
It would be in Florida.
Yeah.
Because all your exes are there. Hey.
Yeah. So you have done these promotions before. Have you ever paid to name a cockroach after your ex?
I haven't, but I think it's hilarious.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
If you were to give a cockroach a name, what would you name it?
Plead the fifth.
Ah, damn it. I wanted you to throw someone under the bus.
I know you did.
All right, Rico, same question to you. I know you're not afraid to answer it.
Yes, I am. I'm not doing this.
Do it.
No.
You guys are big pussies, man.
You do it, Beef. You
Okay.
take the lead.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
Jeanette, Melissa. I
You
could
could
go on and
literally
on.
just be
I
saying
know.
names.
Amber, Gertrude.
I wish he dated a Gertrude.
That'd be awesome. She was like super hot too.
Yeah.
Super hot Gertrude.
It just reminds me of an old grandma, though.
No, I knew a
Oh, she
hot.
wasn't a grandma.
Yeah, I knew a hot Bertha.
You did?
Yeah, fantastically hot. She was gorgeous, Latina, and I grew up with her. Like,
Damn.
so junior high and high school, she just kept getting hotter. Her name was Bertha. It was a ridiculous name. I think I might even had like a junior high relationship with her. Like we were boyfriend girlfriend for a week.
I think.
It's hard to recall, but
Yeah.
you know how those are.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately, I would have dated Bertha as an adult, and if she's around, I'm sure she's still smoking hot. She was amazing.
So
as a
Bertha, if you're
Bertha.
out there, come in on the live stream and start a conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure she's easy to find on Facebook. Well, actually, not on Facebook.
Bertha.
There's too many old people on Facebook. Maybe
That's
on
true.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So search for the Bertha, but you could have changed your name by this time.
I mean, probably.
You got Big Bertha.
Yeah. Powers could go for a hot Bertha, but at this point,
hot Bertha.
Powers can go for any name. He's
Also,
just-
if your
hot
name's
anyone.
Bertha, you can still rock that.
yeah.
They call me Bert.
No. They call me B.
Big B.
B. Well, yeah. All right. I was going to go to another inappropriate joke, but not doing that right now.
I like how you stop
so
yourself.
proud
Yeah.
of you.
Ah, bah, bah,
That-
bah, 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 bah,
yeah,
bah,
that
bah.
was awesome.
Yeah. You know, you got to read the room. And this room says liability lawsuit. Or
The lawyer's knocking on the window. Like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Mhm.
Shut up.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
All right. Did you hear that Nick Cannon is having his 8th kid?
What? He
Yes.
has 7 kids?
Yes, it's
Didn't know
ridiculous.
that.
And this is where the drama is. Like Nick Cannon, I don't know. It's like the guy that has no pullout game whatsoever. He's just like, I know what I like, and I like staying in. So he's got another girl pregnant, and this girl is actually Johnny Manziel's ex-wife. She just filed for divorce like literally a couple months ago. The ink is still not dry on this one. And Nick Cannon swooped in, had sex with her presumably once, knocked her up, and now bam, 8th kid on the way. The dude's ridiculous.
I mean, yeah.
All right, we got 10 seconds.
Okay.
All right, getting into
Cannon
this.
keeps firing.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beefy Presents. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast, as we have a lot of things that we're covering. But as we teased beforehand, this is a very Russian thing, to market this way. And when you think of Russia, Rico, what do you think?
Jumpsuits, cold weather, thick accents, Putin, and Ivan Drago.
Okay, you didn't think hot girls at all?
I did. I don't want to say that, though. Because every time I do say that, people are like, no, they're actually super ugly. I'm like, you're wrong.
No.
They're
What?
gorgeous. Eastern European women are hardened and beautiful.
Yes, Russian women are hot for sure. Not all of them, but in general, they do have a lot of beautiful women there.
Oh, yes.
So you utilize them for a lot of marketing tools. So I get why women in bikinis make men want to buy like fast cars and cheap beer and even like junk food. But this angle, I don't understand. I don't know if hot women's going to help sell this. And I'm going to show the video on the podcast broadcast stream right now. This is on Instagram. This is a company in Russia, Mother Russia, who is using bikini-clad sexy women for a mortuary. Yes.
Wow.
They're using women in
Hell yeah.
lingerie to sell more caskets.
There you go.
You're like, hey, does this wood casket make you hard?
Caskets are so expensive too. I mean, they're really pulling out all the stops here.
That's true. Yeah. This 40-second clip of these Russian models here that I'm.
Oh, there's a video too? Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you, Instagram.
Amazing.
Yeah, this 40-second clip is them posing with various wood caskets in a dimly lit church. Right? And
Is there music behind this?
Nah, I can't play
Some
it. I don't
heavy
want to get.
techno.
Yeah, you know what it's gonna be. So the mortuary's 29-year-old social media manager came up with this idea, surprisingly.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And the 35-year-old owner approved it. So they're just two young guys being like, how do we sell more caskets? Hot chicks? Oh, yes, hot
Bring
chicks.
the hot chicks.
Bring me hot chicks. So
This
I
is.
feel like Dan Bilzerian's gonna be the first guy to buy one.
I
Yes.
cannot with this. This is crazy.
I totally can. I want one
Of
now.
course you
Can't wait
can.
to die.
look, hot chicks sell everything better, right?
I wonder if they've sold any caskets because of this.
100%.
Really?
No,
You
no
think so?
word.
Yep.
No word if how many caskets they sold or if they sold out, but people are dying to get one of these caskets. You know, come on now. All right, so let's go. We'll continue this conversation on the podcast broadcast stream. More Beefy Presents coming up after the break. Keep it right here. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
What am I?
Come on, did you hate that dying pun?
It was funny.
She just walked away.
You just killed the vibe.
She just left the room.
I'm getting my muffin.
Okay.
Dead ass. One of my best friends, she's a mortician in California. I want to show her that. I can't
That's
wait.
so cool.
I know. It's very.
I know who
it's
you're
really
talking about.
interesting.
She's kind of famous, right? The mortician in California, the hot mortician. What's her name? I'll pull her
She's
up on
hot?
Instagram. She's kind of famous.
Is she famous?
She is
Well,
famous.
She should be.
What's
I
her
mean,
name?
It's Farrington Mortuary.
Farrington.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
FARRINGTON.
Is she the owner?
Yeah. She started her own business like a couple of years. She started doing like mortuary work, but it was like under a different company, and they were so outdated and like just bad at what they did. So she started her own.
I feel like she's famous, but this one.
She's done interviews. She's very beautiful, and it's like she's a really good friend, and it's really interesting talking to her about the process. It's like talking to anybody that's like in the nursing industry or being a cop or a fireman, because it's like they always have stories,
Yeah.
you know, and like having her talk about dealing with dead bodies all the time.
No,
it's
it's
just like so
fascinating.
desensitized to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you watch 6 Feet Under?
I heard that's amazing. I
That's
need
pretty
to.
much what it
I know,
is.
pretty
It's
much.
so good. I watched it after my grandpa died.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. It was great.
It's there's a different mortuary hot lady that I'm thinking of who's famous out in California as well, though.
She needs to get on that.
And she looks very gothy.
Yeah.
Your friend doesn't, but that's cool. So we're stalking her.
You're
Let's
thinking of Kat Von D or something.
Yeah, but Kat, yes and no. Speaking of Kat, let's creep on Kat's page real quick. That's not Kat. That's Emma.
That's
from
Emma
Black
from
Crawl.
Black
Yeah. I'm friends with her, so it
I love
comes
Emma.
up.
Shout out Emma.
Yeah, the curious cat.
I'm
You know what? I could actually
chomping
play
away.
some Black Carl on the stream. I probably
Can you?
will. Yeah.
I love them.
I have to rip one of the videos. I don't think they licensed it. I don't think they got that far.
Well, let's
They
DM them and be
should.
like, hey, is it cool?
Is it cool?
Is it cool if we should play your music?
All right, let's see.
Do the Mount Lemon.
This segment's called Explain This Reel. All right. So, Kat, if you could, what the hell are you doing in this reel right
This
here?
is me just telling people. I hate when people are
Wow.
like, oh, you have to be outdoorsy and like get all this gear and do all these things. And I'm saying, nah, like the outdoors are for everyone. You just have to go outside and love it and shake
And
those
you-
hips.
Okay, so you're
And
outdoors,
dance, yeah.
but
You got to
have
do kickboxing before you go out.
Yeah. I'm just trying to spread positivity. And
Hell
like,
yeah.
I really am just like, it really does bother me when people kind of like gatekeep areas, or they're just like,
Mhm.
you have to be this certain way to do this thing. It's like, no, you can just enjoy the outdoors like a person.
you say that, but at the same time, you have this like expensive mountain bike, and you got this super expensive like backpack
No,
packing back.
I don't have
how
an
much is that
expensive
backpack?
mountain bike. I got it from Bikeus, which is a local nonprofit.
What about this backpack right here? That looks pretty dope.
Uh,
Don't look cheap. Looks
yeah,
like you're
but my
surviving the
but
woods
my
with that.
but my first backpack when I started hiking, I literally bought at Goodwill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many liters, huh?
I don't know.
I love it.
I
When
don't
I first
like
went to
the-
like have a suit by like a hiking trip, I remember having
No,
to buy a hiking
no, but-
backpack, and they're like, "How many liters?" I'm like, "I don't know, just a big one."
I think the important thing, seriously, is I don't like it when people. I think a reason why people don't like to get involved with the outdoors or like new hobbies or activities is because people in the industry will be like when I first started cycling, I walked into a shop and they said they were like. I asked a question. They're like, "You don't know that," and I'm like, "Why would I know that? I'm new to
That's
this."
douchey.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. More people would try things if people were more accepting.
True.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
And I-
Let's play a game real quick.
Okay.
This game is a game for everybody to play here on the stream. So comment here. We do this. There's 6 photos here on Kat's page. I'm saying this row and this
Oh,
row. Okay.
I already know what this game is, and
Okay.
I don't like it.
Which picture do you believe has the most likes? All right. Which picture has the most likes on
I'm gonna
here?
go pee.
Rico,
I gotta pee for this segment.
you got to pee for this segment.
You know what?
No.
I'm gonna go for the doggo one in the middle.
Doggo one in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You guys can comment as well. Which picture out of these 6 pictures, we'll say top row?
You're blocking the real reason.
Oh yeah. Okay. Boop.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh.
Well, first off, the rest of them are videos, so your game sucks.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
this one's on a video. 145 likes. It's adorbs. Okay.
it's cute.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the one with the cleavage. Whatever.
Well, this one has 336. And then
Dogs
cleavage,
and
Oh.
cleavage.
373.
Dang, my informational one. But people should check that out. That was the top 8 trails in Arizona, ranked by All Trails. And
I did like this post.
I disagreed with like almost all of them.
Yeah, but this was good.
There was no Tucson trails.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, some of these, you've been to all these trails?
I had only been to, I think, 2. There's a lot of Phoenix and Sedona ones I haven't done.
Have you done Antelope Canyon up north? The
yeah.
one with like the cool crevices and stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna go
that's
there.
super cool.
Yeah.
Those are some of my friends. But anyway, I have a lot of those informational guides. So if you're interested in hiking and especially in Tucson, check it out. Follow
And
me.
it's still snowing up in Mount Lemon.
That's
Yeah,
nice. Not
it's
only
so
will you be
snowing.
informed, but every now and then, do you feel obligated to post a thirst trap post like every
No.
month? Once a month?
I feel no obligations to anyone to do any sort of thing.
Well, I think it's a
That's
smart strategy when you're building up your followers
But
on
it's
Instagram.
it's actually not, because if I do that and I gain followers because of that, then they realize that's not all I post and then they unfollow me. So it's kind of a moot point. Moot.
Okay. All right.
Moot.
Christina said, "It's okay, Kat. I just say straight up, sorry, I'm broke as fuck. If they don't want to pay for the expensive correct gear, shut their pie hole."
Yeah, I
So,
totally agree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Anyone that shames another person for not having the correct gear, quote unquote,
Right.
they suck.
Okay.
Douche.
Did you see the video of the Amazon driver scaring away a bear?
No.
Now-
Yeah. Yes.
Amazon
Yes.
drivers have been making a lot of
Crazy.
news on video lately. It just continues to happen. The latest was actually up in Glendale, Arizona, our neighbor to the north, where there was video of this dude just throwing packages out into the canal. Just like, I'm done for the day. Boom, 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 throwing it all away.
No.
Yes, that's how they're doing to these people.
Just afraid they're going to try to one up each other soon.
Yeah.
It's like,
This
oh, yeah, I
one
killed the guy.
This guy, he went up and beyond. You know, this is in California, and all of a sudden he's delivering a package, and out pops a bear. You see the bear right there?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Cartoon.
Look at that bear just chilling.
Oh my god.
Like
Wait,
Mike Tyson's mansion.
Yeah,
It's like a
that's what I
guard
was
bear.
thinking.
What the hell?
Mhm,
It's in the gate.
You have a reservation?
They own the bear.
mhm.
I hope not.
That dog barking. So this guy's just gonna deliver a package. Like, oh, don't mind me, just doing what I do.
Hey guys, stop right now. There's a bear right there. There's a bear right there. Can you hear me?
There's a bear.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is great. Wait. This is fantastic because he's on a ring cam,
Yeah.
right? So the owner's watching his bear, and then this guy basically comes in, and so he had to jump in and be like,
Oh,
"No, you're about to
God.
get killed by a
Well,
bear."
That's where it's
good.
coming from the ring thing?
Yeah.
He's talking through that? Oh,
Yes.
funny. He's like, dude, no.
Yes, and it's a good
Oh,
thing for that
man.
heads up because he
Yeah.
would have been surprised by this.
That's a bear. Back away.
Oh, wow.
He's so calm.
Yeah,
Bro.
He's
They
like,
don't
dude-
run.
Wow.
it's like, dude, I work for Bezos,
Right?
and I go through hell each and every day. A bear's nothing,
It's probably like, just kill me, dude. Please just end my life. End
Yeah.
this misery.
right?
He's like,
That's a
welcome to
bear.
death.
Hold on,
Back
let's
away.
see what he does.
Wow.
That bear looks so majestic right there.
Right, he's great.
Go back to your car. That's fine.
He's doing the right
Yeah.
things. He's doing the right things.
Puts his arms up.
No, seriously, making yourself big. That's awesome.
He goes to the Curious Cat on Instagram for these tips and tricks.
He sure does.
That's right.
Wow, that was really cool. It was cool to see the bear.
So you knew this? That you put your arms up?
Make
Yeah.
yourself look bigger, make noises.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I think there's some differences between species like black bears and grizzly bears.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Grizzlies
like
don't care.
obviously.
No, I mean, it's like, oh, yeah, they don't
but
care.
what you're
They're like,
supposed to do, yeah.
Right.
I saw
Polar
a black
bears.
bear hiking.
Okay, yeah.
was
Out
crazy.
here, yeah.
No,
How was
and
his form? Was he hiking
in
good?
Grand Tetons, he was doing okay.
Yeah.
It was a baby.
Oh, that means the mother's close.
Yeah, I'd rather see the
Ugh.
a bear without a baby. Seeing the baby knows that if you get too close to that, then you could be breakfast.
The
Yeah.
Revenant.
For sure.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool though.
All right, earlier today we covered the Domino's will pay you $3 to deliver your own pizza. Did you hear about this?
Wait, what?
Yeah, this is their
Huh?
marketing campaign, but it's kind of a scam. So the deal is that they have a shortage of delivery drivers, right? So they can't promise their 30-minute delivery because they're just
Is
overwhelmed.
that their promise?
It was, 30 minutes or less.
Never
to be a
heard that.
guarantee. Well, you're too young for that. It was a 80s thing, I think, and the 90s. But they still that was a marketing campaign that a lot of people still associate Domino's with today, and probably still get mad if they get their pizza in like 35 minutes, even though Domino's is not promising that anymore. So, anyways, they have a shortage of delivery drivers, so they figured out a good way to counter that. They're gonna tip you for picking up your pizza. They'll tip you $3. So they're going to be basically a cheap pizza customer. I usually tip $5 when I get, pizza delivered to me, but that's not what Domino's is doing.
Tell her the catch.
The stipulation is, and this is why it's shenanigans. And you're
Yeah.
like, you almost had me, Domino's. Is they're not going to give you $3 cash for picking it up. They'll give you a voucher for $3 off your next pizza. So you actually have to get 2 pizzas to get the $3 off. So
That's lame.
Yeah, it is lame.
Yeah.
Come on,
But-
Domino's.
But they pitch it as in like, hey, we'll tip you for being the delivery driver.
I mean, it's a
Ha.
cute marketing concept, but it's a little deceitful.
yeah.
Get off your ass and come get your own pizza.
All right, we're on. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's been a couple weeks since I took a steaming deuce all over MGK. Would you like to do that right now?
Gotta meet
Aw.
quota.
Are you an MGK fan, Kat? I
I
mean,
met him. I told you this when I was in California.
okay, and yeah, and he
We were
was kind of
talking-
douchey, right?
No, he was super nice.
Super nice
He
because
was-
you're a hot chick,
Before he was a
No, he
machine
was
gun.
legit nice.
right? And how was he nice? Was he like, hey, girl, nice to meet you?
No, I was
My name's Machine Gun.
No, it was a great interaction.
Oh, was it?
What's his
Yeah,
real
it's
name
a-
then?
I don't know.
It's
Exactly.
Colston.
I should
Colston?
know.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Yes,
Really?
it is.
How funny.
And
Did you
I
know
didn't
he
even
was on
bang
it?
him.
He was on an episode of Catfish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been like really digging Catfish lately.
Okay. All right.
Is that my friend Machine Gun Kelly?
Mhm.
Oh.
We met in person. He was so nice.
Right.
He gave me his phone number and everything and said, come to his hotel room. It was crazy.
I mean, that would be cool, but
Oh, all right. Well, anyways, you've heard the saying that if you get your spouse's name tattooed on you,
It's a
that
curse.
you're cursing the relationship.
I just think it's scary. Like, why would you do that?
Well, tattoo artists always advise against it, and they know that once that tattoo gets set, you essentially doom the relationship. You don't want to do that. My daughter is actually she keeps trying to like angle her way into getting a tattoo.
Okay.
And she tried to say we could get each other's names or something tattooed. I'm like, I'm not dooming our father-daughter relationship. I don't want you to
Aw.
hate me as a dad.
That's
Right.
cute, though.
Yeah.
That's cute.
No, it's just a way for me to say yes to letting her get a tattoo, which I'm still saying no to right now. Anyways, last year, Machine Gun Kelly was so sure that he was naming his new album Born with Horns that he and his collaborator Travis Barker got the title tattooed on themselves.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yes.
I mean,
Travis, why?
They both have so many tattoos.
I'm surprised Travis has room left.
I know.
I
all I'm
know.
thinking.
Like, you know where he put it, right? Yeah. So, with that, though, they essentially cursed themselves. And I'm surprised that MGK and Travis Barker are still collaborating because they did get a matching tattoo. So, what happened was they got the Born with Horns tattooed on them. And then next thing you know, they had a change of heart. MGK did. And then he gave the album a different name. Yeah.
What's the album
Typical MGK.
They say they broke the news that the album is now called Mainstream Sellout. And that's what I guess MGK's upcoming album is going to be called.
I mean, that's pretty clever because I'm sure that's what everybody says about him.
100%. Yeah, that's true. Well, because he was a hip hop artist.
No, I
He
know.
picked the beef with Eminem.
I'm a
He got
fan.
smoked.
I'm his friend.
Of
Okay,
course he would
K.
get smoked by Eminem.
Name 2 rap songs of MGK.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go.
I didn't.
You're a fan of
That's
his.
actually one of them.
Yeah, you're a fan of his looks.
I'm a
and
fan of his face.
Yes, exactly. This is another reason why I hate him.
Why?
Hate on him.
Because he's attractive.
He looks like an anime character.
Well, he looks weird. I don't know. It's a vibe. Whatever.
It's a vibe.
It's not like I'm obsessed.
Well,
with
there's a
him.
reason he's not the one performing at the Super Bowl.
What's
okay?
your what's the vibe? Is it the F-boy vibe that you dig?
No,
Well, that's what he's got.
to you.
Okay, you got me.
I love all the dead air.
I know. That
Just
was
like the-
beautiful.
just
Let it
the-
sink in.
Yeah.
It was-
Let it sink in.
It was comedic timing. And I tried to sweep out ahead of time, but it wasn't that clean. So whatever.
down and dirty.
Yeah, so let's hate on MGK. Nick says he looks like a meth addict. That's a good one. Let's keep it going.
Sexy meth
I
addict.
feel bad hating on him so much.
Yeah,
Poor
I'm
kid.
not-
He just wants a hug.
He
Megan
doesn't.
Fox
He
will
gets
snuggle him.
Megan
Their
Fox.
whole relationship is kind of
It's a hot mess. It's the new
It's-
Angelina and
yeah,
Billy Bob
it's-
Thornton.
Richard is
For
a fan
real.
of
But that's
MGK.
insulting Billy Bob Thornton, who I love. So
you do.
yeah, he's awesome. You kidding me?
I
Billy Bob
actually-
Thornton?
I interviewed Billy Bob, and I thought it was going to be weird and he was going to be a diva like. It was actually one of the best interviews
See?
I ever had.
He's a cool
And
guy.
he was amazing. Awesome. And he was just like, come and hang out. And
Yeah.
like all the things you didn't think Billy Bob Thornton would be.
Right.
That's what he was.
Aw.
It was if he wasn't performing on a weeknight because he had a band and
Oh,
he was
yeah.
performing in front of like 20 people. So I legit could have hung out with Billy Bob Thornton, but at the same time, I had to work my other job and I had to do the radio show in the morning, so it didn't happen. How was the Slash interview? Oh, I'm glad you asked because I talked about it in my show open this morning, Powers. And here's what happened. My Slash interview went pretty well. But then I asked that stupid ass question that you wanted me to ask him. So I did ask your Ninja Turtle question. And it did not go over like
Bye.
gangbusters. Yeah,
Rico just left.
I know. And I had that. I wanted to show. Hold that thought. I didn't download the show open for today yet. But we did have a nice little rant about it. And I was bagging on you, Powers, with how non-well that question went over. The summarize. Actually, I'm not even going to summarize it. I'll play you that show open later. And also, you're going to hear clips of me interviewing Slash next week. The interview itself went over well. I got a couple good question moments from him where he's like, that's a good question. But he did not say that about the Ninja Turtle question. And I was supposed to get 10 minutes with him, and I went long. I went like 12 minutes or so.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, P.S. So Anthony said him and his wife have each other's names tattooed, and they've been married happily for 10 years so far.
Okay, Anthony.
That's cool.
Well, you know, there's a few people out there that disprove this, but, you know, I mean, obviously you've heard it before.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I also, like, that's such a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had a friend be like, let's get matching tattoos. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, what if we're not friends in like 5 years?
In fact, getting that name tattooed on you will make you not friends.
Well, I would never get the name. It was just, what about matching tattoos?
Well, you know, one of my favorite singers of all time in a rock band has the same tattoo as me that he got because of me.
What tattoo?
I have my toes tattooed.
You do?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my toes, they spell out beef vegan.
No.
Yeah, it's beef on one foot with a T-bone steak
No.
and vegan on the other. Yes. In fact, I got a picture. Let me go.
Oh my goodness.
to-
Wait, so this person has the same tattoo? You just
Yes. So one of my favorite bands of all times, a band called Mother Mother. The lead singer, Ryan, is one of my top 3 singer-songwriters.
Okay.
Out of all singer-songwriters, right? I'm talking,
Sure.
you know, you could put all the heavyweights in there. He's like my Mick Jagger. Right?
Power says, don't show us your toes.
I'm showing it.
Oh, man.
So here's the deal with Mother Mother. And they blew up now. Now they're selling out like the Van Buren, and they're coming back in October. So I was playing them on my station up there, but nobody knew who they were. And I saw them the first time I saw them, I fell in love with their music, and I was a proponent. I was pushing them as one of my signature artists on my station.
Okay.
And I was able to build them up so much so that they were able to sell out a 1,000-person venue on a Wednesday night with our help, right? We did it. It was my show, actually. I did it with them. But what was so important about that was they were successful, like a platinum selling artist in Canada, but forever, they just did resonate with the American audience for whatever reason. It wasn't connecting. And so they didn't know what the deal was. Or they were thinking to themselves, did we just make Canadian music? Why aren't the American public, why don't Americans like what we do?
Yeah.
And then I showed them, like, no, actually, your music is fantastic. If any programmer in the country plays your music, it will go over like this. And we sold out. This show was a big, beautiful show. The vibes was right. And then afterwards, we're hanging out in the green room. And my buddy was a tattoo artist there. And we decided to do, or Ryan decided to do a tattoo. And he got my name tattooed on his foot.
No.
So we're tattoo twins. Yes.
The whole thing?
The whole thing with the T-bone steak and everything. And it's funny because now it's going viral. In fact, actually, I could do this. Hold on, I'm trying to show it on my Instagram.
Rob says, yeah, bro, I haven't had breakfast yet. Don't show the toes.
I know my toes are ugly,
jam.
but I've said this before and I'll say it again. Before I got my toes tattooed, people would comment about how ugly my feet were.
No.
Yes.
Who are these people?
Just randos and friends and
Randos.
girls
like
that I
you're
know.
walking around with
Hating.
flip flops and
I
they're like,
know.
your toes suck.
Pretty much.
Bro, this is some gnarly claws.
Yes, pretty much. But
Ooh, long toenails are the worst.
after I got my toes tattooed, nobody has said anything about my feet being ugly because they're too busy trying to read what it says.
Clever.
Smart.
Yes, it was
Smart.
brilliant. This is why people get face tattoos
Oh.
because they're ugly.
Mm.
But you're too busy trying to.
Or
read
they
what it
have
says.
beards.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean, beards are pretty sexy, right?
Yeah, but you got to wonder what's underneath.
Oh, an ugly dude for sure. That's what happens.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm glad. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I have a chin because of my beard, and that's it. I'm almost there. I'm going back.
Chin beard.
Have you well, that was a dumb question. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
I was
You ever
gonna
had a
say,
chin?
I was gonna say, have you ever not had a beard? And it's like, of course, like at some point in
Came
your
out of the
life.
womb with a beard.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
But seriously, like, how long have you?
The last time I shaved my beard, I lost the Super Bowl bet to Schmonty, and it was the New England Patriots and Atlanta Falcons. So this was like 2017, and I was even heavier because I lost
Wait,
weight.
you
since then.
shaved it?
I shaved it, and I looked terrible, fucking terrible.
I'm not gonna say you look terrible because that's mean.
Oh,
but-
I show you a picture. and you-
Okay.
Okay. Here's the picture. Here's my
so
tattoo
we get
twin.
toes and we get beef's face without a beard.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's my tattoo twin. Ready? Ta-da! Can you see this?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's got the gnarly?
Whoa.
Which foot do you think is the uglier foot?
Of course.
Top one or bottom one?
I'm pointing the top one.
The top one's the
that's
uglier
not
foot?
you.
That is not me.
Yeah, it's the other guy.
Yeah.
You can tell because he's like super veiny.
Not as beefy.
Yeah. Yeah. So you think my feet are sexy?
It's not what I
If
said.
you threw a bunch of if you threw a bunch of Russian models with bikinis on around you,
this would be
Like,
a
oh,
hot
yeah.
picture. No, but what's up with his toe? Did he like stub it
No.
20,000 times?
These are questions we can't answer, but I'll tell you this. Okay, so now watch. I'm going to go to Google and say we go
Oh boy.
Ryan, mother,
feet, pics.
That's a,
yeah,
that's a-
mother,
That's a really cute Google thing.
beef there, and then images. Well, bam, and you'll see that's Ryan posting.
What the hell? Some magazine got the scoop. Like,
At
let's see
least
your
it's-
feet tats.
At least his toe got better.
Yeah, look at that. So,
Better
oh, look at
lighting. It's
this.
all about the lighting.
Yeah.
Who did your ink? Mother's Ryan talks beef. I didn't even see this. Let's read this.
Uh-oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Oh God. I'm gonna
drama.
go to the bathroom.
Come
I'll be right
on.
back.
Yo, trade cams. It's my turn.
This is okay. Look at this. This is living. This is straight. What is this? Straight.com. Okay.
Let's see what he said about you.
Yeah.
Why does it say George Strait? Like,
I don't know. That doesn't make sense right now. You're rambling, Rico. Let me help you. Don't ramble. Let's
no,
see.
it said George Strait on the article.
Oh,
Like,
did it?
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
All right, I'm pulling this up. Oh. you guys saw that. That's good. They saw that on
I'm
the
making a
stream.
GIF out of that. I'm
Yes,
gonna get the live
please
stream
do.
there and make a GIF. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
We're posting that on the Instagram later on
Oh, yeah.
today, so we get that clip.
With music.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was brilliant. And luckily she was in there, so you could zoom in on that and really make that a thing. So let's read what this interview is all about. I've never seen this, but he talks about the beef.
Talks beef.
Yeah, he talks about the beef tattoo. All right, so what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Mother. What was your first tattoo? Skull. Who did your ink? Remember? Chosen artist. What's your favorite local tattoo artist? Is there any meaning behind your tattoos?
There it is.
And there's the beef tattoo. And he said, I got this tattoo in the green room after a show in Phoenix. The promoter, who's a huge fan of Mother, was named Beef, and we've known him for years. Great guy. He was adamant that we get tattoos to celebrate the successful turnout of the show. I couldn't think of anything original to get. I just wanted something small. So when it came time to do the deed, I threw my hands up and said I was at a loss. In jest, I then added that perhaps I just get beef tattooed on my ass. Beef then revealed that his foot with his name scrawled across his toes and a little strip loin on the pinky and said, you could just get this. And so I did. That's fucking amazing.
Oh my
Isn't that amazing,
God,
Rico?
Amazing. Legendary.
And this is like
That
legitimately
is funny.
this is legitimately one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when he
That's
did
cool.
get it, like I
What?
didn't know how to take that, dude.
Yeah.
I
I'd
honestly
cry.
No, I was like kind of weirded out by it in a way. I was legit weirded out by it.
What?
I didn't know how to take it. But what was really cool about this is the beef tattoo has come up as a story several times with other artists, like an artist like K-Flay.
Uh-huh.
So I noticed that K-Flay was touring with Mother in Canada. And I thought to myself, you know what? She's probably going to see this tattoo and they're going to like mention me because I have a little history with K-Flay.
Uh-huh.
I had her on the show and I promoted the show with her as well. Right. And so fast forward to 2016, I'm doing a show with Schmonty down here in KFMA, my first run with KFMA.
Mhm.
And we have an interview with K-Flay all lined up. And Schmonty, it was his show. And I was like, I know K-Flay. And Sean's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'll take the lead of this interview. And I'm like, okay, but I do know her personally.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, whatever, dude. That's Schmonty's attitude. So K-Flay gets on the phone
Uh-huh.
and, Schmonty does his intro. He's like, oh, on the phone, we got K-Flay. And she's like, how's it going? Hey, Beef, I saw Ryan's tattoo. And I was like, fucking yes! Yes!
That is hilarious.
Amazing.
Oh my
Amazing. And
God.
some of my favorite artists that
He's like, what the fuck?
yes. So he had to step back and he's like, well, I guess
Okay.
I'll let you guys catch up.
Yeah.
But
funny.
yeah, this was great because there's a bunch of my artists that I supported on the ground level on the way up, and
Right.
obviously my experience up in Phoenix was different because I was doing a radio show at my house and I was promoting these shows personally myself, so I was paying them myself, and I was risking money myself.
Yep.
And was able to develop this thing, and they're all kind of crossing paths and now working together. And
How
it's
cool
like
is that?
Sub family,
That's badass.
it's legit, right?
Right.
But we're a rock station, so we can't play the K-Flays and shit. Because if I could whip together a family show with like Mother, K-Flay, Congos, Upsall. These are all artists that are relevant and they get buzz, but they don't necessarily fit the Green Day rock radio format.
Sure.
Which is a bummer. But
it is what it is.
Yeah, I still feel like massive win. Oh, by the
That
way,
is
Kat,
cool.
you tripping on the way out is going to turn into a GIF. Rico's already on it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. Why?
I wish I could replay
You get to
it.
choose the song.
Wait, yeah. I didn't trip.
You stumbled.
Oh, it looked super
I
funny.
stumbled
She was
because
doing a
the door
catwalk.
was heavy.
Mm-hmm.
The GIF will be heavy too.
So heavy.
I really like the Dead Air.
Thank you.
It's a good band. We
All right,
playing them
2
next?
seconds.
Really?
The Dead Weather.
Air.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We have time to answer this email real quick. This one was just sent to me not too long ago, and he's asking a question, and maybe you guys could help weigh in on this. All right. Let's see. What was his name? What? You getting amped about this?
I'm just stretching.
You guys are so weird. All right. So Nick wrote this one. Not Nick on the stream, but he wrote, I have a female friend who I've known since we were kids. My wife has always been uneasy over this friendship, but generally tolerated it. That is until recently when she discovered that this friend and I had a one-night stand a couple years ago while my wife and I were dating. She's since discovered this, and she's been badgering me to stop seeing my friend. I can honestly say this only happened once, and it will never, ever happen again. We have no romantic feelings for each other, so who's in the right here? And this was the question that Nick asked. Well, who do you think, Kat, in this situation, if you were his wife?
Oh, well, I guess I have some questions. Like, had she asked him before about the friend? Have you ever had romantic interest or whatever?
Okay.
If she had asked him that and he said no, and then she finds out that happened, then he's in the wrong.
Okay.
He lied.
All right.
But yeah, go.
What do you say, Rico?
Agreed. I mean, it is. Yeah, it's all about honesty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I have a situation where my current girlfriend is friends with one of my friends who I dated. All right. And we had relations, but then, like the romantic feelings weren't there, and we just turned things platonically, which was weird for my girlfriend at first, but now, she loves hanging out with her and doesn't mind it at all. And when we all hang out, and we all hang out together, which is very weird, because essentially, my girlfriend and her are like Eskimo cousins, and then I hang out with her and her boyfriend, right? But I'm sitting in a situation where like, yeah, I've done both these girls. And, yeah.
I mean, things are only weird if people make them weird.
sure.
Right? That was my argument.
I mean, it's true, but I understand if like one person isn't comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's all communication and dynamics.
That's
The
what-
dynamics shift, but communication has to be always the strong point.
And that's what it is. I was like, hey, look, we're all adults here. Sex is a fun adult thing to do. And why, like, I appreciate her as a friend because she's done things for me that most friends haven't. And they're mostly dirty, but I do appreciate that a lot. So she's a good friend. And my girlfriend agrees with that. And
you're
we
so
get to
annoying.
hang out. Yeah. All right, we got to take a quick break, but we'll be back with your beef tip right after this break. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1.
I want to zoom in on
Is that annoying? I'm just
the
I
like,
disgust on her face.
Well, it's so lame because I was like digging it, I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
friends. And then as soon as he started trailing off, I was like, oh my God. this is-
trailing off. No,
Hot
but
tub
I'm saying,
beef tip.
wow. I apologize for everyone's ears. Like who just heard.
ASMR. It was beef ASMR.
well, and eyes, because I've been showing pictures of feet.
What?
I apologize to their eyes too, because I've been showing pictures of feet.
I thought never mind.
Well, didn't we do a lineup a while back about like celebrity feet pics? Like which ones are the worst?
Oh yeah, well
Like
yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow was
They say Brie Larson. Brie Larson has the worst feet.
The worst feet.
Would you consider, Kat? Do you consider yourself to have nice feet?
I don't really know. Probably not. 'Cause like my toenails are all jacked up from hiking. I rarely wear shoes. Actually, no. No, I would say no.
Okay. And you say no with like hell no?
Hell no, because
Is this what your toes look like? Like, oh.
No, my toes are nice, but the bottom of my feet, I mean, they've seen things like,
Okay.
yeah, I had an ex tell me I had like Jiffy Store feet.
Well, that's Circle K feet is what I
Yeah.
call it
Circle K
out here.
I don't like shoes.
I got
Yes.
quick trip feet, bro.
Right. No,
Fancy.
that's a thing where
No,
it's
Circle K.
constantly dirty and gross.
Yeah.
They look like your cord earlier.
I
But
mean,
you
but-
can wash those feet.
yeah, no, I do.
Yeah.
Like once a month.
So they're not that bad if you
Nah.
wash them.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're pretty rough. Like I got a pedicure once, and they bring out that like sheath or
The
whatever.
grinder.
Yeah, the grinder. And all the skin's like falling off, and I'm fascinated. But the people next to me are just like,
Like, what the
they're like filming it. Like we've never seen this before.
Right.
Give me a world star.
You haven't seen hiking feet, baby.
Right? Look at these palaces.
Yeah, Christina, the cheese grinder.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know.
gross.
My feet are gross. My mom gave me shit about it.
My ex got me a pedicure once
No.
when I was in Louisiana.
Yeah.
The pedicure.
Yeah.
That was the most interesting experience.
Was it nice?
It was nice. It was
Yeah,
great, but
it is
I have a
nice.
guilt complex when it comes to like people servicing my body,
It
like
is weird.
massages and feet
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm just like, I feel guilty. I'm like, you don't have to, but it's your job. So it's like,
Well, the pedicure is the worst because they're like in a position where
like grinding your feet and scraping away your feet cheese, and you're just like, sorry about that, but not really, because it's
they collect it
I
in like a
know.
bowl and
you sell it on the black market or something for magic properties.
It would make money.
Yeah.
I should start saving my
There you go.
feet cheese.
Feet cheese. Cat's feet cheese. www.catsfeetcheese.com.
Hey, I did buy myself a website
The girl
yesterday.
that sold her farts in a jar, remember?
Yes.
And then she passed out or got a heart condition because of it.
What?
Yeah, there was like some sad, tragic
She
ending to
farted
that.
too much?
She farted too much into those jars, and apparently the methane or whatever built up and gave her a heart condition.
You
Pete
see
is so over this conversation.
No,
No,
you
he's
see
not.
the
He's
little
into it.
breaking news ticker?
What?
Circle K. Ah, amazing.
I got this one.
What? You spelled course
Course
wrong,
wrong.
you dummy.
Corset.
Oh, do you spell it Course?
No, in this case, it would be.
COARS.
Yeah.
What is it?
Spelling bee champ, 1995.
Were you really?
No. COARSE.
Man, I was so close to winning my spelling bee, and then I spelled vase wrong because I got
You lost on Vas?
on Voss.
All right,
I got really stressed out.
here we go.
It's a horrible one to lose
You
on.
know this music. That means it's time to play a game.
Time to play.
All right, who is the better speller between Kat
Oh,
and Rico?
Yes, bring this back. I need
Simple
to redeem
As
myself.
this, you guys know how a spelling bee works, right? You're gonna say the word, spell the word, then say the word again.
Okay.
I'm like stressing.
You should. All right.
This is stressful, actually.
It's the music.
Yes.
100%.
Now this is spelling bee for 7th and 8th grade. Okay.
Ooh, these are gonna be
But
tough.
those kids are like super smart.
Yeah.
Wicked
Well,
smart.
you should be. So who wants to go first? Rico or
Rico.
Kat? Rico
go
wants to go
first.
first. Okay.
Oh, man up.
All right, Rico. Spell considerable. Considerable.
You're gonna swallow.
Considerable.
Mhm.
CONSIDERABLE. Considerable.
That is correct. 1 point for Rico. Are you nervous yet?
I'm not gonna go that slow. That was painful.
Yeah, well, he had to spell it out.
Watch me go even slower.
All right, Kat,
Okay.
you're up.
All right.
Your word is laboratory.
Are you
Spell
kidding me?
laboratory.
She lost on Vas.
Laboratory. LABORATORY. Laboratory.
That is correct. 1 point for
Yes.
Kat. All right. So far, they're both as smart as an 8th grader. Rico, next word.
What do we win, by the way? Like a gift
Ooh.
certificate to China Star Buffet?
Sure.
No,
Okay.
a pedicure.
Pedicure?
Yeah, you need them.
Sweet.
All right. Next word. Rico.
Yeah.
Since you like to look stuff up on the internet,
Uh-huh.
your word is controversy.
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 That is correct.
Yes.
Jesus,
that-
this
is
guy
that
knows how
it?
to
That's
spell.
Is that a bead of sweat
But
on
I-
your lip?
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, though, I can't give you the point because you didn't end it with saying controversy.
Oh,
That's controversial.
Ah, I know. That is.
Drink that
Really?
water.
Yep.
Drink your gallon.
So,
Suffer.
Cat, this is for the win. Right?
Okay.
If you spell this correctly and you do it the right way, you will win the spelling bee. And the Beef Vegan presents
First
spell off.
annual beef vegan
Yeah.
spelling off.
All right, here you go, Cat.
Okay.
Your word is metamorphosis.
You're gonna lose.
All right. Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
Oh man. METAMORPHOSIS. Metamorphosis.
Damn, she's good. Are you Googling?
No, I'm closing my eyes and spelling it out of my brain.
Nice.
She has her
well, there you
smartphone
go.
down there.
Cat won the game.
Whatever. On
Yeah,
technicality,
yeah,
on
yeah.
technicality, I don't remember the last spelling bee where the judges heckle the actual spelling bee guy either and interrupt him before he says his word.
That's just how it works.
This is how it beats first annual one works. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How often are we going to do this?
You fed her the words before the game. You wanted Cat to win. It's controversy.
Can I use it in a sentence? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Metamorphosis.
I'm like a butterfly. I go through metamorphosis.
Yeah, we gotta do the stoner spelling bee for sure. We will.
Stoner
Oh,
spelling bee.
we will.
Oh, that's great.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Do it again.
Oh, you guys did that.
Mm-hmm.
God, this chair sucks.
The Salvia spelling bee challenge.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Can I have some of your
Do
water?
you know about that?
Or is that going to mess you
The
up?
Salvia?
The Salvia spelling bee challenge.
No, that sounds
No,
impossible.
no. I'm sorry. It was the Salvia alphabet challenge. So what I did was I would have guests hit Salvia, take a hit of Salvia, and then say the alphabet. Now here's the thing. They always said the alphabet, but the challenge was holding on to dear life after they completed that because that's when the Salvia would kick in. So there would be this sense of confidence, like, ta-da, I did it. I'm like, nope, it's not over yet.
Just
They're like,
dread.
They're like, what do you mean? Oh! And like, it was such a dick move. And the lawyers got involved. This
course
is the
they
first
did.
time that lawyer,
Of
but I
course
did
they
it.
did.
I feel like they're just hanging out
I
like
know.
on your shoulder. or
I did
something.
it like, honestly, I did it like 10, 15 times with very strong salvia before the station owner was like, hey, man. And you know who did Salvia live on the air? Comedian Alex Ramundo. And
Oh, God,
he
that's
told
right.
me
He
later
told me.
on that it changed his life.
Really?
It was eye-opening because you
Found
feel
God,
like,
man.
yeah, you feel like you die on salvia and it's not fun. So when you snap out of it, you're like, I'm so happy to be alive right now.
yeah.
It's not even comedy. It's just positivity seminars from now on. For him.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh man, you gotta love life.
No, and he's great. When Alex comes back to Tucson, which he will, and he has tequila, I'll get him in studio. He's a bud.
He's cool, man.
Yeah,
He was
he's
working
awesome.
Tempe Improv. He was always swinging by. Really cool dude.
Yeah, he's one of the original Latin kings of comedy.
Oh yeah.
Red Mexican. Look him up. He's good.
Mhm.
All right, we got about 2.5 minutes. I still don't know what the beef dip is, and I don't have any clips from earlier. So we're
We're
just hanging out.
talking about pizza earlier, about the Domino's thing. That reminded me because my brother and I had a conversation about Pizza Hut, and how much it's devolved over the years. Because as kids,
Devolved.
it has. It's devolved.
Yeah, it's true.
Because back in the day, you would go to a Pizza Hut establishment and it was like full dining room. So
yes.
you get those cups, your personal pan pizza because you read 3 books in school.
You did that too?
Oh hell yeah, everybody
me
did. That's worth their
too.
salt. And then sat down, enjoyed the meal. It was amazing. It was pricey, but it was worth it. It was a night out in the town with your family.
There was
Now Pizza Hut doesn't even have dine-in anymore, does it? It doesn't have the book club.
right.
Do they still have personal pan pizzas?
They probably do. I haven't
They
been
do
to
it
Pizza
like-
Hut in years.
They do it at hubs like Targets and things like that.
Oh yeah, I had a cert. Yep.
I
worked there.
really recently, within the last 2 weeks, saw a piece about Pizza Hut's decline. It was like a
Sad.
documentary. Yeah. So it's funny that you
Sad.
mentioned that.
Sad. They encourage kids to read. They're the only place that did that.
Yeah, the way that they summed it up was first off marketing, and then they started getting in the 90s. They were messing up their marketing a lot, and then it was a slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, but Pizza Hut at a certain time in the 80s, nobody out pizzaed the Hut,
That's right.
and
Nobody.
It was a destination for people to go to. It was a family destination. Nobody eats a pizza Hut anymore. Nobody goes to their salad bar.
Who do you think has the best pizza out of like
The chains.
We're actually going to do a bracket, and Powers.
Here we
are.
go.
Powers, we
Pizza
need
bracket.
we need a bracket on that. That's our next week's bracket. It is the best chain pizza, and we're gonna ask people on Facebook and Instagram. I would say out of all of them, the chain pizzas, I do love Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut's legit.
I
Yeah.
love Domino's.
It's that crust.
Well, Domino's might win because they changed their sauce. And
You get $3.
yeah. What do you guys think?
I was hoping when you said that, I was hoping that I got to like go deliver my pizza to myself. I don't know. Well, I guess you are.
I was high. I don't know.
Are you like
Delivered to me.
So like, and all of a sudden you're in your own porn parody where you're delivering pizza to yourself. And you're like,
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Long time no see, girl.
Hey, girl.
Here's your-
Looking good.
You got the pizza with extra
Marinara.
sausage. You know I like the sausage. And yes, without a doubt, Nickelback.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I-
No, Domino's.
3 seconds. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Been hanging out on the podcast broadcast with our good friends Rico and the Curious Cat on Instagram.
That's
I just
right.
call her Cat in person. I don't say Curious Cat on Instagram when we hang out in real
Actually,
life.
you've done that a couple times.
Yeah.
Well, just a reminder,
Yeah.
like Cat's Instagram page is a one-stop shop for all things entertainment and sometimes cleavage. So, it's a good follow.
How to fend off bear
roll.
attacks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to get some of the, thirsty guys out there to follow you as well.
For the
Kat.
non-thirsty people, I also post hiking tips and hikes around Tucson and everything, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
cool.
That's
I am a major fan of that. And so you can follow the Curious Cat. Let's wrap things up here with a beef tip. Ricky Gervais just released a new comedy special on Netflix called Humanity. Have you seen it?
No, but I want to so bad.
Yes, and especially if you like getting triggered, if you're extra sensitive.
Oh, I
Um,
totally do.
But this will get you excited if you haven't seen the show and you're tired of the cancel culture backlash. Now, I don't think it's working for Ricky, though, because this special has been out for a few days now, and you're not getting Chappelle-like backlash over this comedy special. But he did say that he's treating this comedy special like it's his last one ever because he wants to get canceled. And
I mean,
if you try to get canceled, it's hard to get canceled.
Yeah,
You
right?
try.
also, he's been doing this forever. Like, this isn't new news.
true.
Like,
I mean,
he's always kind of done.
His Oscar speech was chef's kiss.
I love him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think
the
he's
best.
great. I think I really do believe people are way too sensitive now. Like, it's comedy.
yeah,
Mhm.
later in the
Preach.
interview, in other parts of the interview, you talked about how you can joke about everything to a certain extent, as long as you're not punching down and the way that you approach a topic. But
Right.
really, nothing should be off limits when it comes to comedy. And I couldn't agree with that more.
Mhm.
Right. So he said he'll go all out there in the controversial new stand-up show. But again, I've watched it and I've been going to sleep to it. So I haven't watched it all the way through. I put it on
Is
at
it
night.
funny?
Yeah, it's funny. It's Ricky
Okay.
Gervais. And if you
Yeah.
could understand the British accent heavily,
I love him so
then
much.
you're
He's
gonna
the best.
Did you
You're gonna
watch
love it.
his show Afterlife?
I heard that's
No.
fantastic.
It's so good.
Nah, it's too depressing.
I loved it.
I wanted to watch the John Cena show.
I like watching. I like watching depressing shows.
So the beef tip is exactly what Ricky Gervais said. Okay. And I feel like society as a whole is leaning this direction or bouncing back because we've been overly sensitive for too long. But yeah, when it comes to
It's been like 3 years.
that's too
Way
long.
too long.
Yeah.
That's
Ugh.
2 years, 11 months, and 29 days too long. All right.
COVID.
We could be overly
Mhm.
sensitive for a day and then get over it.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to comedy, realize that it's there to entertain you and make you laugh, and never find yourself get butthurt over a joke. That's your beef tip today, and it really should be. I don't think anyone listening to this show is that sensitive because I tell terrible jokes all the time, and I don't get that many complaints. So it's not because the joke was funny. It's because you guys have thick skin, and I appreciate that. But tell your friends not to be little bitches either, and not get upset over a joke.
That's right.
That's a beef tip. And if you do so, you'll live a happier life. Trust me. I know. Rico had took this advice like 2 years ago, and he's a changed man.
I have way thicker skin. I'm huge.
Yeah, this is like miracle.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow morning, we're going to continue to give away Black Keys tickets. We'll have our good friend Hot Rock Super Joint join in and a whole lot more. So make sure you tune in at 6 a.m. to find out how to win those tickets. Riley's up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come and end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.